either of the Crouch boys. No way in the world. And they live together, so that's scary.
I think a lot of the younger boys, I think like Harry Deer and Rob O'Brien and Gov in the one household, I think that's a bit of a disaster.
I wouldn't go on the show with Eddie Betts because every time I've gone to his house for dinner, it's always Anna cooking.
Probably Rory Atkins. He's just got the one dish. He cooks it about once a month.
What is it?
A salmon dish, when it basically just cooks salmon.
Harry Deer?
I'd have to say Brodie Smith. I had the privilege of living with Brodie, but it only got about as fancy with pasta and tomato sauce with Brodie.
I actually live with Rory Atkins, so I know that he's no good in the kitchen at all. He can't cook and he's really messy, so Rory Atkins.
Dane Talia, never cooks, ever. That's an easy one.
It would definitely have to be Nathan Van Berlo, and he's got some really nice dishes. He's actually one of the boys who early days got everyone onto the Thermomix.
Richard Douglas.
I'm going to say Ryan O'Keefe actually as one of our coaches. I think he actually did Celebrity Masterchef for a little while and has had a bit of training as a chef. So because I'd be useless, so I'd have to get someone who was half decent.
I'd say Jake Kelly. He reckons he spends a fair bit of time in the kitchen, so I'd say him.
Recently retired, but Brent Riley would have been my pick there.
Jake Lever, actually, rates his cooking ability.
I reckon Sam Shaw does, but I think his missus does a lot of the actual cooking. Oh yeah, Sam Shaw.
Mitch Grigg.
Ryan O'Keefe. He's not a teammate, but for a coach and at lunchtime at the club, he definitely knows how to shovel a fair bit of food into his mouth.
Riley O'Brien probably. He eats heaps, and Ryan O'Keefe is a coach.
Riley O'Brien is the biggest eater I've ever seen. We went to community camp together this year, and he actually ate my lunch and Tom Lynch's lunch as well as his own.
Riley O'Brien, easy, hands down, eats the most, just after Rock.
Riley O'Brien. Besides Ryan O'Keefe, probably Riley O'Brien, I reckon. Just shovels it in, the big fella. Leaves half it on the table too.
Riley O'Brien, the big fella. Yeah, he's got a black hole for a stomach.
Jake Kelly or Riley O'Brien by country mile.
Rory Laird's a weirdo with anything he does, so we'll throw him in the mix there.
I don't know, Kyle Hardigan's got a bit of an obsession with dessert, which probably isn't a great thing, but I don't know about weird ones, but yeah, he's probably at Copenhagen 3 or 4 times a week.
I'd also have to say Jake Kelly on that one. He vegan, raw, and you name it, brown rice, it has to be just to the letter with Jake.
Curly, when he goes to sushi train, always has the, I don't even know what it is, it's like the caviar eggs on salmon or whatever it is. Disgusting.
One weird one I've found is Sauce Jacobs. Loves fishing, comes from Ardrossan. You'd think he'd love seafood, doesn't eat it.